Jason Aldean released a statement about his song, Try That in a Small Town, and the surrounding outrage about it. He made a lot of different claims in that statement, but I'm going to address just one. He claims that there isn't a single video clip in the entirety of his music video that isn't actual news coverage. I'm here to tell you that that is complete bullshit. In fact, he uses multiple clips in the first 30 seconds of the video that are either fake or didn't even happen in America. You see, here's the thing about me. I'm petty, I admit that, but I'm also thorough, and that's a combination that endangers the status quo. But I also have a knack for getting answers to my questions. So here we are, petty and curious with access to the internet. All right, so we're starting off with this scene in the music video. It's a video of someone giving the middle finger to the police. So from the jump, I was just getting vibes that this video was not American. The first inkling that I had was these very specific helmets that these officers have on. I've never seen American police wear with that like ducktail thing on the back. Maybe they do, I've just never seen them. And then there was just something about the way these street lines were, it just didn't look like it was an American street to me. So then I noticed that this person's bag has some writing on it. You can make out some of the letters and it says Emma and then it has EWIG. So I go to Google and type in those letters and I discover that it's actually a German movie. And while sure, someone in America could have a bag with German written on it, that would not be unusual. This at least gave me a point of reference that this could possibly be in Germany. So I zoom in a little closer and see that there's an orange building. So I take my ass to Google and I Google Germany, orange building. And I scour through a bunch of photos until I find one that looks very similar to this building. And I find this picture. It's of a Mexican restaurant called Que Pasa. And this picture was actually attached to a review on TripAdvisor. And lucky for me, they gave the location as Kreuzberg district of Berlin. But how could I know for sure if this was the exact building that was in the video? So there are three things I want you to pay attention to. First being this green radial artwork. Second being this railing that has red, green, and yellow stripes on it. And third being this outdoor menu that they have on the wall. So in the video, you can see that they have that same green garage door window that has the radial artwork on it. If you zoom in really close, you can see that railing that has the red, green, and yellow stripes on it. And you can also see that they have an outdoor menu on the wall. So at this point, I was pretty convinced that this was likely the location of this video. Just to add a little more fact to the convincing, these street lines are very specific. And it turns out that it's actually part of the crosswalk. American crosswalks don't look like that. But I just need a little more evidence. So I take my ass back to Google and I type in Kreuzberg, Berlin, Germany, middle finger, police. And I discover that that video is actually from stock video footage that is for sale on stock photo video websites like Shutterstock, Pond 5. Now, in Jason Aldean's video, they didn't use the entire clip because that would give it away that it's not in America. But in the longer clip that's on the stock websites, you can see that it says Que Pasa on the side of the building. So this is, in fact, the building. So now that we've established that that video is not in America, that it's in Berlin, Germany, I just wanted to take things a step further. Because why the hell not? At this point, I'm invested. So the other thing that was weird to me was no one in this video had any signs or seemed to be chanting or anything like that. And upon doing more research, I find out that this is actually taken from May 1st, 2017 at their May Day festival. So that would kind of explain why there are people standing in the street socializing. This guy over here is drinking beer. They're not at all protesting. So if the consensus of Jason Aldean's video is that he's protecting his small community from rioters and protesters protesting the police, you would think he would actually use footage that was actually from America. You know, it'd be kind of difficult to protect your small town in the middle of America from a festival taking place in Berlin, Germany. So just to shine a light on that propaganda, let's get to the next part, which is a clip of this person lighting a Molotov cocktail. Now, I get the vibe that Jason Aldean's creative team was going for here. It was to instill fear that protesters and rioters are going to burn all of your cities to the ground. But this footage is not even real news footage. The first dead giveaway was just how cinematic and beautiful the actual filmed footage of this was. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if this was actually happening and people were throwing Molotov cocktails, who would have the time to film this video without there being like people in the back or police attacking them or whatever? Yeah, that's because this is not real. This is not real news footage. And I'm going to show you how I figured that out. So I took a screenshot of this part of the music video, brought it over to Google image search. I fucking love technology, by the way, because literally it was the second video. Look at that. It's from a stock footage website. So let's just go and find this footage, shall we? Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Keep going, keep going. Still not it. Still not it. Oh, what have we here? Look at that. Stock footage from Clever Arts. And look at that. Look at that beautiful stock footage. But that's not all. Come to find that Clever Arts stock has multiple videos from this very commercial shoot. That's right, folks. That footage is not from a protest. It is from a controlled commercial video shoot for the sole purpose of being stock footage that Jason Aldean is using in his video to instill fear in already riled up America. And the best part, they didn't even shoot this footage in America. Nope, this company is from Bulgaria. More specifically, I'm probably going to butcher this, but they're from Plovdiv, Bulgaria. So there's some facts for you. So when he claims that not a single video clip in that entire music video isn't real news footage, he's lying. Because less than 30 seconds in, I've already found two. And neither of them were from America. And also, if you still think that that song and music video don't have racist undertones to it, this is just a reminder that he shot in front of the Maury County Courthouse, which was the site of a lynching in 1927, and also a race riot in 1946. So there's that. But yeah, God bless the US. I haven't made it through the entire music video yet, but I already have thoughts on how the footage that is from America in his music video, how it's used in a way that is exaggerated. Like, for example, this is footage from New York City, I believe, and the footage that they use is kind of like a close-up of this dumpster fire or whatever this is, and there's people running around here on this crosswalk. And they leave a lot to the imagination of what's outside of this border here. Because from looking at this, you would think, oh my gosh, that city is probably completely burned to the ground. There's probably buildings on fire and cars turned over and all kinds of shit, right? Well, that's not exactly the case, because I found the stock footage and a further out aerial view. And as you can see, there are no buildings on fire. There's really not even that many people here. And there is a single dumpster fire happening. I've seen crowds do worse things celebrating a sports event. So yeah, even the footage that you're seeing, if it's real or not, it's propaganda. And the fact that he and his team have cherry-picked such specific clips and part of clips and not showing you the whole picture says it all. So yeah, his cult followers can keep coming to my account, keep giving the engagement and hate, and I'll just keep giving you facts. So if you are one of the folks that's been following this series and you've actually learned something and are invested in this content, thanks for being here and having these important discussions about things that are clearly over some people's heads. And I'm going to keep using my platform to talk about nuance and complexity and dog whistles and always anti-racism. So to the people who want to see this content and want to learn, let me know what you thought of this video and let me know what you want to see next.